caused $1 million worth of damages to UWM's campus.
With the Marquette Journal going into circulation, we take a look into the origins of breaking the silence.
It's the holiest week of the year. We'll show you how Marquette is celebrating.
And where one Marquette student spends his free time outside of campus.
Before going to like football practice before school. So I was busy in high school.
All this and more tonight on the 414.
Live from Marquette, this is your campus news source, MUTV News.
Good evening, Marquette, and welcome to another edition of the 414. I'm Leah Harris.
And I'm Max Navarra. Investigation continues into a fire that erupted on the University of Wisconsin Milwaukee's campus Sunday night. The Milwaukee Fire and Police Departments were dispatched to the Peck School of the Arts around 10 p.m. The damages, which include fire, smoke, and water, have reported to exceeded $1 million.
The cause of the fire is reported to be accidental, and there are no signs of foul play. Classes at the building have been canceled every day this week. The Peck School for the Arts houses 1,700 students. The Marquette Wire is launching a project trying to end the silence on a serious topic, and I found out it's been months in the making.
Let's get these.
Available now at a news rack near you is a story that will break the silence.
So suicide is the second leading cause of death for people ages 15 to 24. So that's a statistic that hits home for us college students.
Between the glossy covers of the new Marquette Journal are carefully designed pages of student writing and photography. The cover story is the first in an ongoing series by the Marquette Wire to promote suicide awareness on campus.
The student on our cover is Marie Crow. She's a sophomore. She attempted suicide, and her story is she was considering jumping off of a bridge, and she sent a text right before she was going to do that. She meant to send the text to her boyfriend at the time, but she accidentally sent it to her dad, and her dad immediately called her and came to help her down from the ledge.
The project, which has been in the works since the fall, finally made its debut on Monday. It's time to talk about suicide.
Like A, why it happens, and B, how to keep people from trying to kill themselves and all of that.
So if you get a chance to scoop up a copy, don't forget to break the silence. In Johnston Hall, I'm Leah Harris, MUTV News. MUTV will have a series of stories about suicide awareness starting April 26th.
One of those stories will feature a woman who is trying to give a voice to depression. Hannah Kirby joins us with more.
Thanks, guys. Tonight I'm joined by Terry McGuire, producer and co-host of the podcast, Giving Voice to Depression. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Terry.
You're welcome.
So to start us out, could you tell us a little bit about your podcast?
The idea is to literally give voice to depression, that it is something that has been kept quiet for so long, that this is an opportunity for people to tell their stories, and there's some healing in telling it because it's not needing to be kept a secret anymore. And then in hearing it, if you have a similar issue, it allows you to know that you're not alone in any way, that there's other people out there, and it might even give you the language to explain it, whether that's to yourself or to a partner or to a doctor, but to explain it. And if you don't have it and you're not familiar with it, it makes it real crystal clear that this isn't fake, this isn't a weakness, this is an illness, and that people are dealing with it, and you should deal with them in the same way you would deal with someone who had a physical illness.
And how did this podcast come about?
We had a lot of experience and relationships with depression in our family. Some members who had it, including myself and my little sister, who's my co-host. We have had suicides of loved ones and friends, and we just started talking about the need to give voice to something. I've made a living with my voice in news and then in voiceovers, and the idea of being able to turn that around a little bit and use the skills and talents that we have to make people comfortable enough, like you are, to have a discussion about this and yet, tell their own stories.
And why are the topics of suicide and depression so important to talk about?
Because when you don't talk about them, you don't get the help or the support you need. And, people are literally dying because of that. And if you can just, I love this, whether this is the perfect launch point for people, because you can say, hey, did you see that article in the newspaper? Did you see the one in the magazine? Did you watch that thing on television? Did you hear it on the radio? And you can find out right away by someone's reaction to it whether or not they're likely to have a constructive conversation with you, and it gives you the opportunity then to say, I'm feeling a little off and I can't get out of this, or my roommate is, or ever since I broke up with my boyfriend, or whatever, and then start the conversations to get the help you need.
And where can we find your podcast?
We're on iTunes, Stitcher, I don't even know some of these things, and our website, which is givingvoicetodepression.com.
All right, well, be sure to check those out. I had the pleasure of filming Terry during one of her podcasts this morning. That video will air in the upcoming newscast. Thank you so much for joining us today, Terry.
Thank you so much, and keep up the good work.
Thank you. Now back to Leah and Max.
MUTV's Maggie Cannon shows us how some Marquette students are following their faith.
This past Sunday, students traded in picking up their pencils.
You got a palm? All right.
For something a little more sacred.
Hold up your branches.
Holy Week began with Palm Sunday. And for the Catholic student body at Marquette, this week is spent in preparation for the resurrection of Jesus. From big churches to small chapels, faith is shown in all corners of campus.
Yeah, I'm in one flow with God right now. He's speaking through me, I'm speaking through him. So that's love. That's my faith.
Definitely think that being able to incorporate faith in my school has helped it grow.
I see faith at Marquette almost in every aspect of my experience here, predominantly in the students that I encounter every day, just their dedication to serve one another, to serve the community. I think it's incredible, and I see faith a lot in them.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray.
For those of you who will be on campus for Easter break, don't forget that there will still be church service throughout the weekend. Mass will take place at 7 a.m. on Holy Thursday at the Jesu, with the Mass of the Lord's Supper at 7 p.m. For Good Friday, there will be Stations of the Cross at 3 p.m., and on Easter Sunday, there will be 3 different services starting at 7:30, 9, and 11:30.
2 Greek organizations on campus are facing suspension due to possible conduct violations. The Alpha Xi Delta sorority has been suspended through the fall 2017 semester after being found in violation of Marquette's alcohol and hazing policies. The Kappa Sigma chapter on campus is also suspended due to an incident involving the fraternity being removed from a pub. Kappa Sigma is currently appealing their suspension.
The medical examiner says the death of a woman at the Starbucks on campus was due to natural causes. Beverly Griffin, a former custodian at Marquette, walked into the Starbucks and passed away during some point of her stay.
Marquette students are known for excelling in the classroom, but the things they do outside of it would probably surprise you. Maggie Lamall has the story.
On Friday afternoon, students gathered for pitches and pizza.
They funnel all the carpenters in Southeast Wisconsin.
Led by the Hub's co-founders, Sam Wesley and Creighton Joyce.
Friday lunches are all about bringing together a community in the space.
Every other Friday, the Hub will become a forum for students to pitch their business ideas, which their peers are free to challenge, question, and embrace.
It can be a place for them to learn from alumni who have started businesses before, who will come in and speak about funding or struggles with starting a business.
There was no shortage of ideas in Friday's Circle, which the founders hoped would be the prevailing theme.
The variety of mainly businesses that have come through the space range from technology companies to social initiatives that deal with clothing companies, building soccer fields in countries outside of the U.S.
Wesley and Joyce hope that many creative minds at Marquette University will continue to grow their ideas in this space. From the 707 Hub, I'm Maggie Lamel, MUTV News.
Students will once again have the opportunity to update or share a brand new business idea with the alums and other Marquette students next Friday at 1 p.m. Coming up after the break, one student-run event raised over $3,000.
And Hannah Kirby will join us again and tell us what kind of weather we can expect to see for Easter Sunday. Welcome back to the 414.
Marquette's fraternities and sororities came together this weekend for their annual Greek band competition.
And the least we can say is that they were on fire. Nicholas De La Vera has the story.
What's the only place where you can find Nemo, Mario and Luigi, Harry Potter, and Alice in Wonderland? While fraternities and sororities of other schools may seem divided, Marquettes are united.
One of the greatest nights of all time, because all of Greek life gets together and just shows what they got on that stage.
It's a beloved tradition for all Greek life at Marquette.
Great experience. We practice a lot, all together. It's a great bonding experience with all your brothers.
I absolutely love this event. It's so much fun. Seeing everyone get to do their thing, make fun of ourselves for a couple minutes. It's a good time.
After all, it's for a good cause.
The event is actually to support Milwaukee public schools in the area with scholarships and also Greek awards.
Part of this event was fundraising, apparently, and you raised, wow, $3,116.
It's another example of how Marquette students can be the difference. From the Varsity Theatre, I'm Nicholas Delive, MUTV News.
Congratulations to Sigma Phi Epsilon and Kappa Delta for receiving first place.
Marquette once again has accepted and completed a challenge. CNBC star and Marquette alumnus Marcus Lemonis challenged Marquette to match his $1.5 million donation to start a student-run business program. Over 2,700 contributors donated nearly $1.8 million for the Pay the Profit Forward program.
Another event on campus that had people donating was the 6th annual St. Baldricks Day. The annual fundraiser is for childhood cancer research by having people shave their heads.
St. Baldricks
The
is
event
a
raised over
foundation that
$12,000.
provides research grants for pediatric cancer. So I don't know if anyone was aware, but pediatric cancer and adult cancer are researched differently. So this is a representation of pediatric cancer specifically.
Looking around, there's a ton of people and a lot of activities, so we're really excited about doing it.
This is like the 4th year I've done it. So started when I was a senior in high school with my volleyball team. We decided to do it before a season, and then just it's kind of addicting. Like makes my showers faster. So
You will see a bunch of girls are donating, well, and boys actually, because we've had some long hair today. If it's over 8 inches, we donate it to the Pantene Foundation, and they make wigs for people who've lost their hair due to cancer treatments. Seeing all of the people getting their head shaved is really awesome. We had a girl who actually dyed her hair green and then shaved her head, and that was really, really cool to see. So.
The event raised over $12,000.
Cybersecurity has become a hot topic with recent hackings taking place across the globe. Marquette, however, is trying to eliminate the number of increasing hackings. The university established the first Cybersecurity Center in the Milwaukee area. The center was established with the goal of increasing cybersecurity education, research, and community involvement.
It is always a struggle balancing school and work, but there is one Marquette student that has that down to an art. John Hand has more.
This is Saturday for Ramon Rivera.
Hey Keith, how you doing?
I don't know.
Trying to figure it out.
It is also his Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and sometimes Sunday. Along with being a double major in psychology and sociology at Marquette, Ramon works full-time at the Milwaukee Rescue Mission as a security guard.
I was just raised with a lot of work ethic. For the first couple years, my family owned a farm. And so 5 o'clock every morning, milking the cows before going to football practice before school. So I was busy in high school.
After working at a summer camp at the rescue mission, Ramon stuck out as a candidate to become a security guard.
And they were kind of like, you're a big guy. You're a big guy.
This job, however, has never been work for Ramon.
It teaches you every story is different, so you can't treat everybody the same way. And so that's what drove me to want to work more and more here.
Ramon also has his own story to tell.
At a very young age, I lost both my parents. And so I want to take what's happened to me and give back to the community.
So how does Ramon persevere through the loss of his parents, being a college student, and having a full-time job? Well, it seems blessings just keep falling into his lap.
Chance the Rapper is kind of how I didn't know about him before my freshman year of college, but he's kind of the example that I follow.
Ramon eventually wants to open his own nonprofit to help kids find jobs. For right now, however, he is just looking forward to his next moment of free time. For MUTV News, I'm John Hand.
Hannah Kirby joins us now for your Milwaukee weather update. Hannah, what's weather going to be like on Easter morning?
Let's just say the Easter Bunny might need to wear a jacket. The temperature is 48 degrees right now with a wind chill of 44. Humidity is 47% and the barometer is 30 inches. Winds are east-southeast at 10 miles per hour. In the nation, we have 58 degrees in Seattle. We have 84 degrees in Colorado, 75 in Texas, and 56 in Illinois. In our state, in Eau Claire, we have 53 degrees. In Wausau, we have 50. In Madison, we have 58. And in Milwaukee, we're at 48 degrees. And tonight, it's rainy, so make sure you remember your umbrella and rain jacket. It's only 43 degrees, so bundle up, and winds are east-southeast at 6 miles per hour. And tomorrow, if you're still going to be on campus, it's going to be rainy and 44 degrees, winds east at 9 miles per hour. So guys, are you guys going to be on campus tomorrow?
I am.
Make sure you bundle up.
Yeah, it looks like I'll have to bring a raincoat.
Yeah.
When we return, Kevin Wells has your Golden Eagle Sports Update.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back for the final time tonight to the 414.
Let's send it over to Kevin Wells, who has your Golden Eagle Sports Update.
Thanks, guys. And while Marquette's golf team is teeing off, men's lacrosse is winding down. Lisa Roman has the story.
Come here quickly.
Woo! Yeah. Thanks, bro. We're going to go over a lot of scouting stuff, okay? But the one thing you need to ask yourself for the next 24 or 36 hours is how tough are you?
Standing at 6-3 overall, it's about a lot more than X's and O's at this point in the season.
Good job, good shot.
Like Coach Amplo always says, making the next play, not getting too high or getting too low. So if I make mistakes, just sort of flushing it and making sure I make the next play.
I like our defense. I think our defense is playing pretty consistent, facing off pretty well, and offensively, when we play together, we're pretty dangerous. We're just trying to focus on finishing the ball, throwing the ball past their goalie, and picking up when it's on the ground.
With only 4 regular season games left, Marquette men's lacrosse team is determined to stay focused on their Big East championship goals.
We have a lot of untapped potential. You know, we got players who can play really good. Joe Dunn stepping up as a leader on the offense. So I think we're in a good position to play well in the Big East. We just got to put everything together.
So we've got to be really urgent, helping down into the paint, okay, and finding those skip lanes. I know we're going to be the underdog in the next 4, so we just got to try and continue to improve and see where that takes us. Hey, get the penalty 3!
Get it to 3!
Despite being reigning Big East champions, they can't look down on their future competition.
You know, when we play Notre Dame, Duke, Denver, and then Providence is obviously a huge Big East game for us. Just focusing on getting good team wins.
From Valley Fields, I'm Lisa Roman, MUTV News.
If you didn't get enough men's lacrosse, visit MarquetteWire.org to watch Lucky to Win a Game, a documentary about how Marquette lacrosse came to this campus. Beautiful weather and sunshine was the backdrop this weekend as Marquette University men's and women's track teams hosted their first home meet since 2015. The meet was highlighted by the men's 4x100 relay team, which for the second straight week set a new school record. The team of Joshua Word and Jay Whalen, Connor Booz, Brandon Bell crossed the finish line in a time of 41.09 seconds. The women's 4x100 meter relay team of Ara Strong, Anna Strong, Madison Marco, and Terica Harris came through with a big-time performance as well, recording the number 3 time with a mark of 48.86 seconds. Both teams will head to California this weekend to compete in 4 separate meets starting tomorrow. Marquette sophomore Charlie Maleki was named Big East Golfer of the Week for the first time in his career after posting a score of 221. Maleki's 11 over par led the Marquette team and 4 Division I top 100 golfers in the tournament as well. The sophomore from Mequon is the 4th Marquette player to earn Big East honors this season. Despite a highly contested first half, the Marquette Golden Eagles could not overcome a quick start in the second half by the UConn Huskies as they fell 17-14. The only positive news to come out of this 10th loss was that senior attacker Juliana Shearer became the first Golden Eagle to register 100 career goals as she notched a season-high 7 points in the loss. Marquette will face off with the Georgetown Hoyas at 1 p.m. Valley Fields this Saturday, hoping to snap their 3-game skid. That's all for your Golden Eagles Sports Report, and just as a reminder, the NHL playoffs face off tonight and the NBA playoffs begin this weekend, so be sure to tune in. Leah, Max, back to you guys.
Thanks, Kevin.
So Leah, did your siblings visit this weekend?
I'm actually the youngest. I don't have any little sibs.
Oh. Well, I was lucky enough to find some students as well as their families on campus this past weekend.
Last weekend was jam-packed with excitement. Families from all over the country drove up to come see their students and show their siblings what a fun weekend at Marquette can be.
We came from Eagan, Minnesota, so it was a 5-hour drive. Illinois.
From Illinois.
We're from Minnesota.
Some came for events like the bouncy house. Others came for a relaxing weekend of family fun.
We went to the Mad Scientist this morning, and then we went and did crafts at O'Donnell, an hour at the bouncy house, and I think we're going to go bowling at the Annex tonight.
But most importantly, they all came to get a much-needed chance to see their older siblings at Marquette.
I was really excited because we haven't seen her in like 2 weeks maybe, and it doesn't seem like a lot of time, but like, we miss her. Yeah.
Whether they were attending Little Sibs Weekend's numerous events or simply checking out the campus, there was clearly no shortage of fun. Even as the semester begins to get tough, Little Sibs Weekend provided students with a much-needed helping hand and some good old family fun. From Marquette University, I'm Max Navarra, MUTV News.
That's all we have for you guys tonight. Thank you for watching. If you missed any of tonight's broadcast, be sure to check out MarquetteWire.org for the full show. I'm Leah Harris.
And I'm Max Navarro. Have a great Easter break, Marquette.